Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Reese and this is Johnny Ruun. He's fresh to the world of Gielinor, and I realized I forgot to do the intro for the last several videos because the plan has always been to do whatever we're doing at the beginning, skilling or leveling, you know, whatever it is we're trying to do. And then when we go to do the quest, to do the intro, and I've just plumb forgotten. So we're doing it right now and getting it out of the way. What are we doing today? Well, we're going to be doing a little bit of skilling. Gotta get this to 30, gotta get that to 30, gotta get that to 30. I think that's it. Maybe that. Definitely these three. And then I'd like to get that to 30, and then maybe this to 30 as well, and then maybe that to 30. Maybe just get everything up to 30. Maybe get that to 30. Maybe just get everything that we can get up to 30, just so we have like a good general baseline. But then also there's some questing that we need to look at. Now, obviously we need to get everything to 30 for this quest right here, but that's not necessarily what we're going to do today, because there's a couple of other ideas that I had. What's mine is yours will begin the Doric side quest, where I can finally figure out what exactly a charge for a Gophanon amulet is. Gonna be figuring that out. So I believe we can knock that out, as well as all of these tasks. And we need to go back to that witch's house and show it who's boss. Probably with magic, because I believe the monster is weak to magic based on the fact that it shows that it's weak to magic, but we'll see whether or not we use magic. We might just go in there and try our best with our two-handed sword. Dog, go away! Yeah, we got a bit of a heavy episode today. Got a bit of a bit of a Herbie fully loaded up in here. Johnny Ruun fully loaded. I was going to say, I think we'll start with fishing, but we'll definitely need more fishing urns, which means time to head back over to Berthorpe. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what we can make, so we're gonna have to have a look when we get over there. I'm gonna go ahead and say for every level we'll go ahead and make one pot, and if we run out before then, that's fine. But if we want to get cooking to level 4, or sorry, up 4 levels, we'll make 4 cooking. I think we already have one. That's fine, though. We'll go ahead and make 4 of them. Yay! Crafting level 20! Wow. That unlocks a ton. That's one of the requirements for Creature of Frankenstrain. Elemental Workshop 1. We have all of the levels for that. It's one of the requirements for the Golem. It's one of the requirements for Shades of Morton. It is one of the requirements for Shiloh Village, and it is one of the requirements for Tears of Guthix. Right. We want to get to 30 fishing as well, but I'm not going to make that many of these. Let's see what some of our other options are. Woodcutting we already have a number of, but we'll make 4 more. I can't remember how many of them we have. It's interesting that they don't have them for everything. That's actually very interesting. You would expect them to, but it's like, nope, just these here. You don't have one for, I think these are, well, I'm sure there's a reason for it. Comment down below and let me know. I think I will make the remainder, the final 6, into fishing ones. I think we're about to hit another level up here, judging by the progress of that ring. 21. Let's see what we got. Silver crossbow bolt. Do I want that? Is that a thing that I want? Maybe. All right, let's get these things Actually, hold on. What goes into a cooking urn, do we think? Well, we know that we're going to need 6 water and 4 earth. Ooh, cooking. Do you think it's fire? It's probably fire. Did we already make a cooking one? We did. Get all of those out while we're at it here. Add fire runes, add earth runes, and add water runes. Flan. Nice to meet you, Flan. We need to get the fire making up to 15 before we can burn oak logs. So I think we'll just start burning wood. Do we have wood that we can burn? We got a lot of oak logs. We can burn that log, and we can go ahead and remove that placeholder, and just light that sucker up right here, right now, in the middle of this, right next to this chest. It won't let me, sadly. That's okay. It's not unexpected, to be honest with you. That's fine. Perfect. I don't want to be seen doing this. Let's go over here to the bushes. Now that I think about it, we should be able to cut down at level 26. Yeah, we can cut willow trees down at 20, but we can't burn them yet, so let's not even goof around and bother. We're just going to focus on regular old trees. 1 inventory later, let's light that bad boy. And then how do I just put logs into it? Because I know that's a thing that you can do. I've seen other players do it, where you just, I guess, add to the pyre. Goodness me, am I bad at making fires? What is going on here? I've never seen anything like this before. I've never had this much trouble getting a log to light. Should I give up? Should I try again? Goodness me. Okay, now what? Use log. use log on fire. Do I have to do these all one at a time? Oh, I just keep going. I just had to use the one. Get out of there, bunny. And we're just queued up and going. I don't have to do nothing anymore. This is amazing. Talk about AFK, I can just get up and leave. This is fantastic. We'll be at level 15 in no time. Yeah, here comes 12, everybody. Here comes 12. Wait for it. There it is. What? And we get 6 minutes of maximum health increase? Really? I did not know this. By 0.6%, but that's not nothing. Level 13! Oh, and then it ended. And you only get the 1 ash. Well, I suppose that's the downside, isn't it? When you do it that way. That's probably, you know what? That probably contributes to ashes being so expensive. If I just light this log by itself, though, real quick. First off, how much XP do I get from that? Same amount. But I get more ashes, which are important for necromancy. Definitely more click intensive, but arguably, you know, maybe the rewards are worth it? Add to bonfire. Yeah, so I could have just done that. Interesting you decided that one was the one you were gonna treat as the bonfire, not the one directly next to you there, my guy. Johnny Ruun, everyone. Johnny Ruun out here. He's figuring it out. He's making things happen. Just stand in that fire, bud. Just stand there. Just gonna stand there and watch you burn. Okay, I don't even know if I'm gonna what? Oh, wait, what? You ran from that one to this one again. What is with that one? Why is that your bonfire, Johnny Ruun? Why is that your everything? I don't understand what inspired this behavior. We're level 15 now, though. We can start burning those oak logs. Get them ashes, son. What are those worth again? 953. Yeah, it's not nothing. Fire making is one of the ones we got to get up to 30 as well. All right, time to get burning some oak logs. Ought to be leveled up in no time. Yeah, level 16. 17. Level 18. Hey, a total of 500 levels. Let's go. That's pretty exciting. Level 19. Level 20. Just in time for that to burn out. We've probably got a bunch of stuff. Let's have a look here. Level 20 fire making is one of the requirements for Enlightened Journey. Level 16 fire making is one of the requirements for the Giant Dwarf, and level 20 fire making is one of the requirements for Recipe for Disaster, Freeing Scratch, Ooglugui. Goodness me. We also got oil lamps and logs, iron spits, oak pyre logs. We can burn evil oak trees. How exciting. I don't know why you want incense sticks. I don't know what those do. Should we find out real quick? Like, what exactly would you want to do with an incense stick? We'll just make one for right now. Oh, it's a process. Wait, why are you making 8 of them? I said to make 1. Did I click the button wrong? Hello? Do these have some kind of a value? Actually, yeah, they do. They actually do have a little bit of a value. Why does that give fire making XP? I'm not mad about it. I'm just confused. Not as much as burning them. Now, what do I do with them? Coat? If I hadn't gotten rid of the ashes, the impious ashes, I gotta go hunt some imps. Did I see one over here earlier, or was that my imagination? I feel like imps are running around all over the place until you need them, and then you're like, where are all the imps? Where have they gone? That's me right now, trying to figure that out. I know where some of them are, gosh darn it. This is where I'm used to hunting them. Where are they? Where's the one I know I hunted here for many hours? Where's he wandered off to? Does the Pyrite Queen have a apple on her head? No, it's a flaming pumpkin, because of course it is. I see you, but I don't know how to get to you. There's actually 2 right over there. Go for this one first. I don't know if we've ever run along this road here. Cross that bridge to the duck. No, absolutely not again. Come here, you. I need you to die. Oh, we've even got this thing here. Wait a minute. Do I still get its ashes or no? No, we don't. Did the ashes go directly into here? That's a little bit of a hassle. Let's kill this one as well. Yeah. Okay, at least it fills up fast. We're gonna go ahead and leave the impious vase here for now. And then I did a quick Google, and it recommended hunting them south of the Varrock Lodestone, or in the Karamja Resource Dungeon, which, where is that at? There's a Karamja mine, there's a dungeon, underground. We haven't been to Karamja before. We've not done that. Is it a mission where we have to smuggle something over there? Is that right? I can't remember now. Like a mission, you know what I mean, like quests. We might do that. Oh shoot, hold on, look, there he is. Go get him. Hello, you. Nice. And there's our impious ashes. I need one more though is the problem. So apparently north of the wheat field and south of the lodestone is a pretty decent place to hunt for them, even though I see literally none here. Exactly 0 imps. South of Falador was another recommendation, or the Remington region, which we can get to pretty quick if we just travel to Draenor Village. I'm kind of guessing it'll be faster to go from Draenor to, hold on, wait. Oh no, that's just like Tarquin. Yeah. I was gonna say is I'm assuming it's probably shorter, fast traveling to here and then wandering over than just fast traveling to here and wandering down, but actually they look about equidistant. It recommends along the southern wall of Falador, which, yeah, I do remember hunting imps here back in the day, but yet again, not really seeing any right now. Should we just go to Karamja and see if we can't find this place where they appear? Oh, this has so derailed us from what we were working on, because I just made incense sticks. This is not at all what we're supposed to be doing. This is detracting from our actual purpose, our actual goal. But I'll be gosh darned if I'm not now heading back to Port Sarum. We might be doing Pirate's Treasure, everyone. Great soundtrack. One of the best songs in the soundtrack. A real banger of a soundtrack. I don't remember exactly who I need to talk to around here, but hopefully it's really obvious when we spot them. Also, I completely forgot that there is in fact a lodestone in Port Sarum that we could have used. It's literally right there. I remember activating it. There's our fella. That's our guy. I'm positive that's Redbeard Frank, everyone. Arr, matey. I'm in search of treasure. Arr, treasure ye be after. Well, I might be able to tell ye where you could find some for a price. What sort of price? Well, for example, if you can get me a bottle of rum, not just any rum, mind. I'd like some rum made on Karamja Island. There's no rum like Karamja rum. I will accept your quest. Okay, I'll bring you some rum. You're a saint. Although it'll take a miracle to get it off Karamja. What do you mean? Customs office has been clamping down on exports of spirits, see? Ya seem like a resourceful lad. I'm sure ye'll be able to find a way to slip the stuff past 'em. I'll give it a shot. Arr, that's the spirit. Now I just gotta get to Karamja. How can we do that? Who can get me there? I think those monks go to Entrana, and we don't want to go to Entrana. There's nothing for us in Entrana. Do we need anything for this quest? For some reason, in my mind, I think we need a chef's hat, but that can't be real, right? Pirate's Treasure. Should we check real quick before we set off? Because I don't think there's any banking on the places we can get to in Karamja, yeah. Okay, required item. Apron! Not a chef hat. Definitely not a chef hat. An apron, though. Don't they have one here? Am I mistaken? I'm pretty sure you can get the apron as part of the quest, either here in town, or maybe you get it on Karamja. I just remember there being a white ape right there. I knew it! It's crazy the things your brain will hold on to. It's insane the things you'll remember. All right, pay fare. Well, I don't know where that individual seaman's going. Let's ask him again. Trip to Karamja will cost you 30. Let's go, please. Do we still get like the same little animation? Nope, that's a shame. Little boat traveling on a map. That's a gosh darn shame. Well, let me show you all. I don't think I need a guide here or anything. I think that I can do this one off the top of my head expertly. I gotta remember who I talked to for this though. Luthus, maybe. It might be Luthus. Let's talk to Luthus real quick. What is that on the ground? Oh. Hello, I'm Luthus. I run the banana plantation here. Ooh, could you offer me employment on your plantation, please? Yes, I can sort something out. There's a crate ready to be loaded onto the ship. You wouldn't believe the demand for bananas from Wyden's shop over in Port Sarum. I think this is the 3rd crate I've shipped him this month. If you could fill it up with bananas, I'll pay you 30 gold. Now, be honest, comment down below, did you think you were getting rich doing this again and again? Because He actually lets you do it multiple times if it holds true today, and it's the same as it's always been, where you can just constantly load this thing up with bananas. Because I did it maybe 50 times when I discovered that all I had to do was sit here and press the button and get the bananas. Hey, look at there. Look at us go. So there we go. We got 10 bananas. Oh, shoot. You know what? We need the rum. Wait a minute. Hold on. That's an important part of this, isn't it? You actually have to get the rum. The Karamja rum. Buy one. Use the rum on the crate. Oh, is this not the crate? Where's the crate? Do we need to use the banana first? Oh, okay, that must not be the crate then. Where's the crate? Is this crate? It's gotta be this crate. Search that crate. It's completely empty. Well, well, well. What if we put some Karamja rum in there? You stash the rum in the crate, and then also we need to put a banana in there. Okay. Do I have to do this for all of them until it's filled? Oh my gosh. One at a time as well. You know what? I think this is a quest that could use a refresh. I'm not asking you to remove it. I'm not asking you to give it voice acting. I'm not asking you to make it more complicated. I'm just saying maybe being able to put all the bananas in there in one go would be a nice idea. All right, is that all of them? Search. There is also some rum stashed in here too, yeah. Let's go talk to him. He did say 20 of them, right? I filled the crate with bananas. Well done, here's your payment. He hands you 30 coins. How about that? An honest day's work. Where are they going to be delivered to? I sell them to Wyden, who runs the grocery store in Port Sarum. All right, I think that's all we needed to hear. Let's head back. Let's just pay fare and get out of here. Oh, wait, let's not... No, yeah, let's finish the... Can I help you? I would like to, wait, is this not the ship that I arrived here on? Trader crew member. Give me a second here. I'm realizing there's like charters and things here. You need to be a member to access that. You need to be a member to access that. Take me back across. Don't give me any lip. I just want to... Does the Karamja have unusual customs then? I'm not that sort of customs officer. Yeah, har har har. Can I journey on this ship? You need to be searched before you can board. Yes, search away. I have nothing to hide. Well, you've got some odd stuff, but it's all legal. Now you need to pay 30. Yep, let's go. I'm ready. Take me across. So now we need to go to the grocery store, and I think that this is where we need to... Is it fishing store, grocery store? Which one of these is the grocery store? Put on the apron. We gotta have the apron on. I know that much. Neither of these looks like a grocery store, honestly. I don't know which store does. There's a food shop down there. I think that might be it, because it's supposed to have a back room that you have to have on the apron to get into, if I'm not mistaken. I love that this game exists to teach children about the importance of learning how to smuggle things past an overbearing and oppressive government. Yep, that's Wyden right there. What's up, dude? Welcome to my food store. Would you like to buy anything? Can I get a job here? Well, you're keen, I'll give you that. Okay, I'll give you a go. Have you got your own white apron? Yeah, I got one right here. Wow, you are well prepared. You're hired. Go through the back and tidy up there, please. I wish that this was also a job you could just keep doing. That would be a good time. There's the banana crate. Take banana or search crate. Search crate. Yeah, there are a lot of bananas in the crate. Great. Yeah, thank you. Can I actually just take a banana? Do you want to take a banana? Yeah. Can I eat it? Let's go. Can we take another one? Search. Hold on. Yeah, take a banana. That is funny. And also take another white apron. We have 2 now. We don't need 2, but we've got 2. All right, I'm done. Do I get paid for my work? Should we ask him, actually? It's nice and tidy around back now. Yeah. Can I work out front now? No, I'm the one who works out here. Okay, well, what else can we talk to him about? I never bothered. Are you going to pay me yet? No, not yet. Oh, it's a complete mess, actually. Yeah, well, it'll give you something to do, won't it? Okay. Can I buy something? Yes, of course. Oh, you just buy bananas from him. He's all out. It's a really good price for a pot of flour. That's like a really good deal. Chocolate. Okay, let's get a move on. Let's stop dilly-dallying around here. We've done the Karamja quest, everybody. We can now come and go as we please. You didn't have to do that. You could have just gone to Karamja, but I've always done the quest first. Hello, matey. Have ya brought some rum for your old mate Frank? Yes, I've got some. Now, a deal's a deal. I'll tell ye about the treasure. I used to serve under a pirate captain called One-Eye Hector. Hector were a very successful, but about a year ago, we was boarded by customs and excise agents. Hector were killed, along with many of the crew. I were one of the few to escape, and I escaped with this. Ooh, he takes the rum and hands you a key. This be Hector's key. I believe it opens his chest in his old room, the Blue Moon Inn in Varric. With any luck, his treasure will be in there. Okay, why didn't you ever go get it? I'm not allowed in the Blue Moon Inn. Apparently, I'm a drunken troublemaker. Arrgh. I guess we got to see this through to the end. The Blue Moon Inn gets a lot of play in this game, I've got to say. I don't know if you've noticed, but we've come in here to kill... I think we killed Johnny the Beard. Nice to see he's back, as well as the Simp. Now, there's what we've been trying to do this whole time, everybody. I hope you just saw that. Okay, so now we can finally do the thing with the incense and the stick. Okay, now what do I do with it? Okay, what examine? It's worth a lot of gold. Add what? Hold on, what? We can add Guam or Terramin. Why would we do that? What is the point of this exercise? So which inn do we think was his? There's a chest in a few of them. I can't help but notice that one you have to jump through hoops to get to. You got to go through someone else's room. You got to go through this room, out onto a balcony, and then into this. That's so strange. Open that chest up. See if that's it. All that's in the chest is a message. You take the message from the chest. Visit the city of White Knights in the park. Saradomin faces the X, which marks the spot. Okay, but what's going on in here with that chest? What's that all about? Nothing. We can't even engage with that one. Fair enough. Fair dues, mate. Fair dues. Heading on over to Falador now, I suppose. Give me a second. I've got some Guam. Yeah, right there. Okay. Use that on there. No? Oh, the fact that they're oak presents a problem, I realize now. Yeah, I need Ranrar. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go sell all this at the Grand Exchange is what we're gonna do. We learned a valuable lesson today. Don't bother trying to do new things. You'll only suffer. Old statue of Saradomin, you say? Well, surely not that. 'Cause that is a statue of Saradomin, but he ain't pointing. What did that say? Oh, he faces the X, which marks the spot. Right on. That X right there, it's gotta be. Okay, how do I use the shovel in my tool belt that I know is there? How do I do that? View spade. Yeah, but how do I use spade? Hello? Hello? Do I not? Can I not? Is that not how that works? Oh, okay. I had to Google this. Apparently, if you right-click, it gives you a dig option. Oh my gosh, what? We just killed a man. We just killed a man. All because I think he was trying to deal with like moles or something. That just happened. He was like instantly dead. We did it. You have completed Pirate's Treasure. You are awarded 2 quest points, One-Eyed Hector's treasure casket containing 450 coins, an emerald, and a gold ring. Ability to work as a menial laborer on a banana plantation. 30 coins for each export crate you fill with 10 bananas. What a time. Crack that sucker open. 450 coins have been added to your money pouch. We also murdered a man. Lest we forget that just happened. We did, in fact, just murder a man. Granted, he attacked us, therefore self-defense. But we still full-on just killed the guy. All right, I don't want us to gloss over that fact. Johnny Ruun now has the blood of an exasperated gardener on his hands. And, like, all over the front of his body. He swung that sword really hard. Y'all ever notice how Varrock is kind of in ruins? I never really took that in. Good, we sold the leather gloves. We sold whatever that thing was. We still haven't sold the tiny, spiky iron salvage. But let's sell all of these for, like, however much we can get for them. And these as well, please. Why do they go for quite a bit more than I feel like they're probably worth? Yeah, because they're not selling. I'll take half off that one. I mean, you can tell me it's worth something, but if it doesn't sell immediately, I'm not entirely convinced it's worth that. I know that just means that no one's buying right now, but I don't have the slots to be waiting either. I need this thing to sell. The earliest convenience. Yeah, I don't have any room in my inventory to hold anything else. This is unbearable. Okay. Remove these placeholders, and that ought to help out. I'll hold on to the bananas. I'll eat the bananas. We know where to get more bananas if we need to. But that gold ring. I know we should be able to sell that pretty quick. Yeah. Actually, can we just sell the bananas? Can we sell all the bananas? Interestingly, yes. Sell the bead. Somebody buy the dang bead. Somebody buy this stupid thing. Thank goodness, yes. Again, you know what? Once again, the lesson we've already learned. We should be able to sell these things for more at the general store. That's what we ought to start doing. If things don't sell for like 20% off their recommended price anyway, we could also, like, if we got the levels for it, we could start high-alking things where you just use magic to turn them into money. Or we could hold on to them, but we don't have the bank space, and so we're not going to. It'd be a different story if we had the bank space, but at the present, we do not. Trade. Yeah, 12 each. That's fine. That's fine as well. City of Oh, no, don't go there. No, I just remembered what that was. One thing we should have checked for while we were over here is a lodestone, but I don't see one. So I don't suppose we can just lodestone our way over there. Back to Port Sarum then. No, wait. We don't even need to do this anymore. All of that was for nothing. Everything we just did was so we could find some imps to make some incense sticks and ultimately do nothing with them and have it be for naught. I hope you realize that. What an incredible distraction and diversion we just gave ourselves. Okay, back to cutting down trees we go. There's an oak. 27! Wow. I got up for like a while and came back in the tree and never broken. And our inventory just filled up. All right, light that bad boy. Oh, no. We're not going to be doing that anymore. No more incense sticks for me, thank you. Pardon? Excuse me? Should I be concerned about this? Collect reward? Huh? The fire spirit gives you 10 air runes. The gift is sent to your bank. That's a thing? I don't know that was a thing. Sorry, 12 minutes of 1.1% extra health. They've added so much to this game. I was not even aware. Absolutely magical. Oh, and we're level 22 now. I didn't even have a chance to say something at level 21. It's one of the requirements for dealing with scarabs. Oh my gosh, we're crushing it. Wait, what was one of those other ones? Something about barbarian fire making, normal logs, and ache tree logs? What is that? Ache? 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 Let's go! 23. Nothing for us. Ooh, level 28. So that one is full and ready to go, and we'll do it in a second. So how much do we actually get from teleporting this thing off? 425. Hot dang. Back to bonfiring here. Level 24! Burn, baby, burn. A disco inferno. Burn, baby, burn. That's mother down. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, yeah! That's level 25 right there. Level 29. We are feeling fine. Level 26. Yay! What you got for me there, little guy? 2 copperstone? What? 2 copperstone spirit. What is that? Oh, I didn't realize there's another one right here as well. Gift 100 coins. Okay. Level 27. Yeah, we're catching up with fire making. We're catching up to woodcutting here. Massive gains! We're 1 level away from being tied now with the woodcutting. Level 30! Look at that. And this urn is about to fill up as well. I think in the very next log. Yep, urn's ready to go. Let's send that away. That was the right one, yeah. Making sure. Nice, 29! We really only need to go until we have it at 30, which we're not far off from. Although at this point, might we want to go ahead and also fill this thing up? Level 30! At long last, we can burn willow logs. Level 31! 1 level further than we needed to go. Yeah, we've gone beyond what we needed to at this point. It's getting ridiculous, but I just want to fill up this urn. You might be wondering what the point of this is. What's wrong with doing this? We're halfway to a stack of levels. So this is at 95%, so I'm going to drop the rest of these. And then finish cutting down this tree. That way this fills up, but we don't accidentally start filling up another one, because then it'll take up 2 slots in the bank when we go to put them away. You see what I'm talking about here? You see where I'm going with this? Boom. Okay, so there's that done. So now We're going to add these to the bonfire. Great. Collect those. Make sure we don't accidentally leave them behind. Send this one into the abyss, which gets us up to level 32. So level 30 is one of the requirements for Beneath Cursed Tides. As we know, we can now cut down teak trees, which is pretty exciting. We can wield the mithril hatchet, which we do not have one. We need to go get one. At least I don't think we have one. Wait, do we? Wait, hold on. I'm actually confused now. Yeah, no, we got an iron one. So we never even upgraded to steel. What have I been doing this whole time? I'm such a buffoon. Big buffoon energy right there. Give me that. Do these ever get to a point where you can, like, have them be +1s? No. Hatchets simply never +1, and that's okay. Wow, once this is done, we'll have full mithril gear. Like mithril weapon, mithril armor, mithril hatch. I mean, you know what? We will still have a rune pickaxe, but let's not dwell on that. That's not important. You finish smithing a mithril hatchet. Okay, add that bad boy to the tool belt. Back to Varrock we go to try to sell all this stuff, don't you know? Goodbye ashes and goodbye iron hatchet. See if anyone actually has any interest in buying that at any point. So I can stick 2 things in here right now. 2 things. I don't want to get rid of anything, because what if I need any of this at some point in the future? Am I ever going to need a willow seed? Maybe. I have a hoarding problem. That's the real issue here. But as I look through my list of things that I've hoarded, I see nothing I can reasonably part with. I think they just give you criminally too little storage is the problem. Clay. Get rid of all that clay. I don't need a crayfish cage. I've got one forever in my inventory. Clay? Really? 711. Nutty stuff. No one's gonna want this. I was gonna say because like you arrive in the world with one. I stand corrected. 980 coins. You know what we ought to do now? I think you probably see where this is going. We got about 4 minutes left from our bonfire boost. Let's see if Johnny Ruun can't avenge himself against this monster. Let's see if Johnny Ruun can't get this kid's ball back. Something about this reminds me of a level in the Frogger game for the PlayStation 1. If you've played it, you'll know. All right, bring forth the demon. Look with what ease we now destroy the first level of the witch's experiments. Now tier 2, obliterate. Annihilate! Eviscerate! It's all the 8s that I know off the top of my head. Alright, this is it. This is where things get dicey here, is fighting the bear. And the bear's not even the last one. And we're hitting each other for kind of equal blows here. We've not tapped into our prayer potential yet, but we will. You mark my words. You mark my words, my friends. We will tap into the prayer potential. But we're doing great so far. We're doing really good. Hold on, hold on, let's get all the XPs. We don't need to be focusing on one type of XP anymore. Except for maybe attack. If we want to move on to using an addy weapon, we do. Yeah, go for that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get that wolf, son. Get that wolf, son. Hold on. All right, what have I got over here? Melee strength, defense. We're not going to worry about our attack rating. We are going to start trying to, like, eat food now. Oh, folks. This is it. This is our moment of triumph. We brought way too many chickens for this. We don't need nearly this many chickens. We're eating during attack animations, so the dog can't see us eat, so it doesn't know our weakness. It cannot see how damaged we are. It knows only that it dies. I really needed it to die just then, because otherwise the timing on that was going to be awkward. Go take the ball. Look at us go. Look at us go! I can't believe we've done it. I can't believe we've just gone and done it. Now we just gotta get back out of here. If you're wondering what we're gonna do about Nora T. Hag, nothing. No. Oh, we can't walk across the grass? Oh. Well, can we leave out through this hole here? Huh. Okay, back we go. The fastest way to get out of here might actually be to have her catch us. But I don't know if she sees us with the ball, if she's going to, like, teleport us out of here. Is there anything to do back there? Doesn't look like it. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Okay, kid, I'm bringing you your ball. It's a moment of triumph for Johnny Ruun. Johnny Ruun said to break into this woman's house not once, not twice, but thrice. And finally, at long last, he's had his moments of revenge, retribution. Kid, guess what? Hi. I have got your ball back. It was much harder than I thought it would be. You give the ball back.
Thank you so much.
4 quest points and construction XP. Why construction? Oh, constitution. All you have to do is read, my friends. Just read and things make more sense. Oh, also that happened. Yeah, I forgot to check that. Yeah. We have all the levels we need for Sea Slug. And it's one of the requirements for Beneath Crust Sides. Let's go. Hopefully we've all learned a valuable lesson from this experience. We're not done yet, though. We got to get magic and cooking up. So let's get to cooking, baby! I got to figure out where you can buy more fishing tackle. We are going to go ahead and do some bait fishing here. And the reason we're doing fishing is because it's good to level that up anyway. So you can get good things that you can eat when you're in combat and whatnot. Because that tends to be what most people do as opposed to just baking things, which you have the capacity to do. Most people just don't. Most people just eat fish. Me included. At least to my knowledge. Maybe things are different now. Maybe everybody's eating cookies or something. I don't know. But lobsters were always the one to gun for. And in order to get lobsters, I think it'd be 40 or something like that. Lobster pot at 40, and then maybe 40 to cook them as well. Lobster at 40. Yep. See, some things hold true in the old memory banks. But what we're going to do here is we're going to potentially fill up an urn or two, get fishing leveled, and see where it takes us. And with that, I used the last of my bait. Now, I raided all of the bait that I could get back at Berthor, but I know there's a fishing shop in Lummi, and I know there's one in Port Sarim, which is like right over there. Like literally, we could see it. I think it's that shop right there. Maybe that one. I'm not sure. One of those two. It's within eye shot, and we're going the exact opposite direction, the literal opposite direction back to Lumbridge, so we can go raid this store first. Oh yeah, we hit level 20. We can do fly fishing now, and we can catch trout. I don't know where to do that. I have no idea. Do I even have that on my belt? Is that on my belt? I got a harpoon. I do have a fly fishing rod. I think it requires feathers for some reason, some asinine reason. Where do I find trout at? I hate the way this information is presented. But the river through Lumbridge, that's behind us, the River Lum. Barbarian Village, I know exactly where to go for that. The lake southwest of Sinclair Mansion, a couple of different options there. We're not going to Ardoyne. We can't. Can't go to the Sinclair Mansion, can't go to Backstory and Falls Tree Gnome Village. Most of these places we cannot go to. In fact, all of these places. It's literally just Lumbridge or Barbarian Village. Let's trade Hank here, see what he's got. My man, my guy, is selling bait, 1,000 bait and 1,000 feather. Yeah, no, buy literally all of that, and then buy all of those. And we'll see if we can't go figure out fly fishing for trout. My only concern being that trout fly fishing I don't think is located near a convenient bank. But such is life, I guess, at the end of the day. Edgeville's probably the closest lodestone, I would think, to where we need to be. Although, hold on, wait. Lumbridge, this is the river. Are we talking about, like, right there? Now that I think about it, maybe right there? Is that an option? We can do bait fishing. Where to fly fish? Okay, yes indeed, we can fly fish here, right, from the looks of things, and get raw trout. How do I make sure I'm fly fishing? You need at least 25 to fly. What? All right, let's try over here then, maybe? You gonna be like that to me? You kidding me? Wait, hold on just a second. Now wait just a second. Open that sucker back. Oh, open up the world map. Did it mention that? Look at that, raw trout, level 20. Game, you're not lying to me here. Am I supposed to pick a fly fishing option? Oh, lure. Oh, I'm an idiot. It must be lure fishing. Yeah, right? Did I use any of these? I didn't use either of those. What am I about to catch here? Hold on, what are you? You're a raw trout. It worked with the... Okay, so it only uses feathers. It doesn't actually use fishing bait at all. Also, there's ducks down there. I thought it used one each. Clearly just uses feathers, and that's okay. Oh, are we done? That's it? We caught the one and we're giving up now? Come on, my guy. Wow, this is very slow. Okay, we're gonna be here a while. Look at this. Yo, not that. Look at this. Look at this behavior. Is this individual just teleporting for the XP? Just right back into Lummi every time? Is that what's happening? I can't figure out what else I'd be looking at over here. Avis Main. This is Avis's main account, by the way, in case you were wondering. Popping off back there. Good on them, I guess. Oh, look, we got a fragile fishing urn ready to send off for 350. Nice. Nice. Goodbye. And hello again. I like watching them take off. Level 25. We can catch pike? with river bait fishing. Are there pike here? Hold on. We can get pike here if we wanted to. Do we like pike more than we like trout? I don't know. I don't have any bait on me. Let's finish luring with our current inventory. All right, the feathers are gone. The bait is returned, and we are now... Ooh, catch a pike in the river to the east of Lumbridge Castle. I don't know. What is the HP difference, I wonder, between trout and is there one? Let's see. HP from trout, RS3, between 200 and 375. I didn't realize it could be variable. Pike, in the meantime, is between 200 and 500. And it says that it's variable based on your constitution. By the way, I did see that we got a... Yeah, I see that we got that. That's great. Nothing good comes until we hit 30, though, when we can fly fish for salmon. Salmon, baby! Maybe these have a higher XP drop? I wasn't paying attention to what we were getting beforehand is the problem. So I don't even know what we're getting now and whether or not it's better or worse. I have no idea. All I know is we're using a different type of bait. And we're still filling up that urn. Fill up that urn. That goblin's watching. That goblin's like, okay, can I get one of them there? That's 60 XP per fish, by the way. He's thinking, hey, I'm kind of hungry. We ran out of, like, women and children to eat. Maybe you can give me a fish there, pal, huh? Like, his friend showed up, too. It's like, I heard we're having a fish dinner. I can't catch the duck with my big, green, greasy goblin fingers. Can you get me a duck while you're down there, huh? No! No duck for you! No fish either! You're disgusting! We just assume they killed everyone in these houses. We don't actually know. Oh my gosh! One of them caught a duck! I never even realized! What is the spiders? Did the spiders come with the goblins? Or were they already here? A lot of people don't know that spiders never stop growing. That's canonically true. You know that spider in your bedroom? If you leave it alone long enough, it'll get this big. Look it up on National Geographic if you don't believe me. Don't bother looking it up, though. I'm telling the truth. I wouldn't lie about this. Into the... every time we have one of those ready to go, it automatically gets us a level up. I don't even know what I was going to say there. Into the sky with you, I suppose, possibly? Oh my gosh, are we about to have a fishing friend? Shout out Wretch Goblin. What an individual. We could fish the same spot, but it just feels rude. This individual is still doing this over here, by the way. They're still doing whatever this is. I already theorized what I thought it was. Yeah, so I just hit level 30 fishing. And where I'm at right now, I just had to drop those because I just want to fill this one up. And then pick those back up. And then we'll send these two off. Get however close to 31 that gets us. And then we'll be on our way. We'll be done here. We can move on to cooking, which is the next thing that we're working on. And then we'll finally be able to wrap up with magic. And keep in mind that fishing is not necessary for the quest that we need 30 of everything for. I needed food to cook for cooking, and fishing seemed to be the best bet for that at the time when I was thinking it over. Also, are we going to catch another fish? Is that going to happen? The fishing has been very inconsistent. The fragile urn is full. Fragile urn is full. Pick up the other urns. Get those bad boys. So let's send them both away. Oh, we got two of them. Yeah, teleport them both. You teleport them both at the same time? It seems like it. That's beautiful. Look how close we got to the next level. So at level 30 here, we can fly fish for salmon, which is nice. So now we got an inventory full of trout. We're ready to start cooking, baby! Is it really faster to go in through the back door? Is that what we're doing? Is that actually faster? Okay, I'm not mad. I'm just surprised. It's kind of weird how the castle has a flat backside, you know what I mean? Like, it has a very clear entrance, and then just, like, like, why not make it kind of a bit more square? I'm not suggesting they change it at this point. I don't want it changed. I'm just saying it's odd it was designed like this to begin with. But then again, what do I know about castles? I'm not British. We live in America. We don't have royalty. No, we have a horrible, horrible elite class that are possibly cannibal pedophiles. It's a bad situation. It's okay, they're global, though. Everyone's got some. Just see that one prince caught on that from the England there on the island? That's not very good, is it? Looky there, we can make Warm Bada. I don't remember what his actual title was. I don't care. Do you think I spend time thinking about British royalty? Do you think I care about Harry and Michelle? Meghan. It's definitely Megan. Oh, they won't stop bothering us. Oh, come do an interview with us. Come to our home and do an interview with us so we can complain about how people just won't stop bothering us. We want to be out of the spotlight, but we really want to just be left alone. But people won't leave us alone. Oh, we're going to go out in public and make a scene about how people won't leave us alone. We just want to lead a private life. Stop bothering us. Listen to me. No, listen. No, shut up and listen to me complain about how much I don't want to be bothered. I just want people to stop bothering us. Yay, level 28. Hi-ho, slimy eel. So I'm dealing with a situation here where that is not supposed to happen, and I even have this turned on. When withdrawing all items from a bank, leave a count of 0 behind to retain the position in the bank. Like, that is on. And yet, and you see how it gets removed? That's not supposed to happen. That's supposed to stay there. Why is that not staying there? I can turn it off and then turn it back on. Do you see my issue here? Fix your game, Jagex. Level 29, feeling fine. Mud pie, so divine. Look, I realize I should probably cook all of these as well, and it's doing the same thing. Why? Wave your arms up in the air, level 30, don't care, let's go. It's what we're here for. It's one of the requirements for Big Chompy Bird Hunter. Great quest. Good quest. Taiwana, a trio. One of them for Beneath Cursed Tides. Evil Dave's Big Day Out. I'm not even familiar with that one. Tuna, why does it work with the sardines? What is wrong with this game? What? Is it because there's room in here now and there wasn't room before, possibly? It's probably that. Oh, by the by, with 33 cooking now, 33 cooking now, we can do the recipe for disaster freeing Pirate Pete, which is exciting. And we now have all the levels we need for Chef's Assistant, which is cool. Can't wait to see what that's all about. Let's go! Level 34. That is all of the cooking we had to do today. And we have not 1, not 2, but 3 fragile cooking urns to send off into the great beyond. And away they did go. For a lot of XP. Not enough to level us up again, but quite a bit of XP. Level 34. Not much for... we'll no longer burn meat, shrimp, crayfish, chicken, rabbit, or anchovies. That's pretty exciting. We also have, like, such a better food source now. Like, such a better food source. I want to show you guys what we were working with beforehand. So, before we were doing things like sardines and herring. And those were doing like 200 heals, right? Even our meat here, which we no longer have, and we're going to remove, like 200 heals. Now, 375 with trout and 500 with pike. I'm moving everything that does less than that to before them. These are all the 200s down here, 210s. This should go between these two, but I don't want it to be between the two of those. Cake goes down here. Stew is still better. Pie, not. Beer's a beverage, it doesn't count. It's at a point now where I'm thinking we either hold on to these just so we have like some easy food for like simple tasks. We might just go sell it all. I don't know if I'm ever going to need all these sardines, except maybe if I'm doing stuff with the cat, perhaps. We'll keep them. We'll hold on to them. We'll keep using them because it's better than wasting good food, I guess. But now we need to focus on magic. Magic is the final skill that we need to level up for Beneath Cursed Tides. Level 30 magic. Now, I know for a fact that one of our mini-quests, the Witch's Potion, will in fact grant us some magic XP. So should we start with that? I think it's time for Johnny Ruun to go back to his Johnny roots. Or had you forgotten that Johnny Ruun is a wizard of the tower? I believe that we need to start this quest in Remington, if I remember correctly. We could have just checked on that screen though, right? So, I don't remember this being a mini-quest in Old School. It probably isn't considered a mini-quest in Old School. Witch's Potion. Why is Three's Company? What is this? A saga? Oh, it's part of the Fremennik sagas. That's unexpected. It requires 30 ranged and magic. Find a bearskin while raiding 1 through 11 frozen floors in Daemonheim. Then ask Skaldron southeast of Daemonheim entrance to share their story. I think we've done that. Yeah, we've done that. You need to find and free Skaldron from Daemon. Yeah, we did that. And I'm pretty sure we found the bear or something. We found something. And we're told there was a story there. That's cool. Okay, well, we'll figure that out. Purple cat. We've done Gertrude's cat, but we haven't done Swept Away yet. Swept Away. Talk to Maggie at her caravan north of Gielinor. There's a whole lot going on here. There's a whole lot going on that we haven't considered yet. But there's Hetty, and I'm sure if we opened the door, we'd be having a much easier time here.
What could you want with an old woman like me? You look like a witch.
No, I'm looking for work to do, actually, if you have any.
Perhaps you could do something that would help both of us. Would you like to become more proficient in the dark arts?
What, do you mean improve my magic? The witch sighs.
Yes, improve your magic. Do you have no sense of drama?
I would love to start the Witch's Potion mini-quest, thank you. The witch smiles mysteriously.
Splendid. I'm going to make a potion to help bring out your darker self. You will need certain ingredients.
What do I need?
You need Eye of Newt, a rat's tail, an onion, and a piece of burnt meat.
Excellent, I'll be off then. We should be able to get a couple of those things out of our inventory. Now, we've never killed a rat, so I doubt if we have a rat's tail. We typically get rid of burnt meat. Wait a minute, I might not be able to burn meat anymore. Go back. Hold on. Wait, darn it, hold on. I think as part of our chiefs just then, didn't we, we're not gonna burn meat anymore. Go to cooking. Stop burning meat! Oh no! Where can I find burnt meat?
Find yourself a piece of meat and cook it twice.
Oh, okay, then that's easy enough. Let's head up to Taverley, where we'll have quick and easy access to wolves, because they drop meat, which should cook into burnt meat if we cook it twice. Rats, I know we can get from the Lumbridge basement. We have an onion, and I think we have an Eye of Newt. And I was thinking about selling both of those things when I was like, I don't even know if we need to have these in our inventory. This is probably not the best method of getting meat. I just know that they drop meat, and we've been using that meat. And also, hold on a second. Are we going to magic? Are we going to, Waterbolt is there. We don't have, for some ignorant, stupid reason. I shouldn't be so hard on myself. I got water runes when the staff does water already. So let's immediately put all of those back and take all of these out. There we go. Okay, so Waterbolt, basic water spell, is currently selected. And these guys are actually weak to Firebolt, but I don't care. We're not doing that. I don't even know if we can. We're not. We can't. Level 35. Don't bother me. Looks like he's on fire anyway, actually. Cool. No, don't cut the tree down, you boob. Get the stuff off the ground. Actually, go ahead and get a log, because we gotta actually cook this thing. So, create the fire. Put the meat on the fire. Perfect. Put the meat on the fire yet again. Lovely. We're a quarter of the way there. We could have looked all this up before going over there, but where's the fun in that? There we go. Eye of Newt. We don't need that many. Let's stop being silly. Eye of Newt. Burnt meat. There's something else I said we already had, but I can't remember what it was. Onion. Right there. Now we just need a rat's tail. Were there rats in the well? Can we go into the well? Is that possible? Is Skeletrix gonna try to stop us? No, we could just hop down there. Are there trolls? Trolls in the dungeon! There are actually trolls down here. There are no rats, though, and these guys aren't like a particularly high level. I don't think there's any benefit to fighting them necessarily. So, to Lummy we go. Of course, we could also just go buy a rat's tail, but I don't know where the fun in that would be either. What's your story, Lumbridge Sage? Is he going to tell me to go to Berthorpe? Greetings, adventurer. How may I help you? Oh, talk to the Lumbridge. That's apparently one of our achievements. Where can I find a quest? Well, the fact that the first thing he says is not go to Berthorpe is just cringe and embarrassing. Let's go. Oh, there's a rat literally right there. Get that rat. There's two of them. Boom. You know, the hands over there is just freaking out right now. I was like, what's going on around here, man? There's the rat's tail. I got not one but two of them. Why do I need two of them? I don't. You are in combat, my Patukas, I am. Are these worth anything? Can I sell that? A bit of rat. Yeah, I guess you could say that about a rat's tail. It's not incorrect. It's not incorrect to say that that is a bit of a rat. Hello, Hattie. Have you found the things for the potion? Yes, I have everything. Excellent. Can I have them then? You pass the ingredients to Hetty, and she puts them all into her cauldron. Hetty closes her eyes and begins to chant. The cauldron bubbles mysteriously. Okay, now drink from the cauldron. Yeah, all right, happily. You drink from the cauldron. It tastes horrible. You feel yourself imbued with power. Yay! A whopping 325 magic XP. We did level up.
Well done. You should find you're a bit more experienced in the magical arts now.
Thanks. We're level 25. How about them apples, son? We can do the Varrock teleport now. That is air and fire runes and a law rune. Correct? Am I wrong? Let's see. Oh, some things you never forget. Now, we also saw a purple cat, but that requires swept away, which may also reward magic. It's got like a broomstick here, and we have to talk to Maggie north of her caravan. Set as active. Let's go over there and have a look at that. Do you think Maggie is related to Hetty? Or do you think they're just like not at all similar enough for them to be like siblings? Which is how it works in my head. And then also, might it be faster to just fast travel to Draenor? Because I know where Maggie is. She's literally right next to the Draenor lodestone. And to say literally and right next, like, yeah, that's an exaggeration. Also, I didn't realize I was filling that up when I did that. I feel foolish now. Just holding that. Maggie! Hold on, let me actually run over there. How you doing? Wendy? Oh my gosh, there's a whole magical menagerie of individuals over here, as well as a locked chest. What's your situation? You got some magic for me? Welcome, traveler. Oh, she's kind of bad though, dude. Bro, she kind of bad. Hold on.
Hello there, traveler. What can I do for you this fine day, Chaw?
Your house appeals to be on wheels. About those undead oxen. We don't want to start with any of those. Let's just say something smells rather interesting, and it's not in the pot, if you know what I'm saying. Cha, that would be the cauldron, that would. I'm brewing up a mean batch of the good stuff, don't you know? What's that then? Oh, it'll be the most top-notch bee's knees, sock off knockin' premium batchery you ever did see. But such an extraordinary brew isn't easy to make, don't you know? What it really needs is some sparkle, some pizzazz, some of the old razzle-dazzle. Razzle-dazzle? You're confusing Johnny Ruun. He doesn't know what you're talking about. Classic old school enchantment. That's what I'm talking about. Cha. Without a bit of witchy charm, this slop would be about as useful as an axe made out of toadstools. Only thing is, old babe over there has the sniffles, so I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to finish it off. I don't want to leave her alone in this condition. I got you. I will keep an eye on old babe over there. Look at that blonde hair. Look at that long blonde hair tossing in the breeze as she saunters back and forth. It's a pair of baddies over here. It's a pair of baddies. Bro, look at the way she holds herself. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. No, what do you want again? Any way I could help with that? Yeah, okay. We'll accept your request. Why, yes. Come to think of it, there is something you could do. Aw. Really, the only thing left to finish off this old breweroonie is to give it a stir with an enchanted broomstick. Adds a bit of the flavor and spark, don't you know? So it happens I have a broom right here. Well, what's the problem then? Well, the broom hasn't been properly enchanted, that's what. Good stuff like this will only come out when there are several witches involved. Hetty, Betty, and Aggie are the perfect ladies for the job. We've worked together before, and if you can get them to work their magic on this little broom of mine, we'll have a cauldron full of something quite spectacular when it's all said and done. So if I give you my broom, could you take it to Hetty in Remington, Betty in Port Sarim, and Aggie in Draenor, and ask each of them to enchant it for me? In return, I'd be more than willing to share the good stuff all around. Yeah, absolutely, we can do that for you. Excellent. Here's my broom then, Cha. Hurry back once that's enchanted, won't you? Mwah. Of course. Johnny Ruun has no idea what any of that meant. Johnny Ruun is so confused. He is so beside himself. He has no idea what he's actually doing here. What is this pottery oven? Potter, what do you do? Is that your name? Is that your title? Got a mysterious old man over here. He's not relevant to what we're doing. Should we go bother him anyway? Should we just go like break in and be like, what's up, mysterious old man? You'll do, Johnny. Wait, hold on. Wait, no, wait, hold on. Actually, let's not. I don't know exactly what he wants from us. We're not going to get involved in whatever that is. We'll have to talk to Ozan to start Stolen Hearts, so I actually don't know what he's talking about. You'll do. Me? I didn't do anything. Or, I mean, I'll do for what? Don't worry, I'm not going to abduct you or anything, honest. Nor will any of my other random friends. Tell me about yourself. I'm the mysterious old man. I'm mysterious. Ooh. My parents named me Mysterious Baby Boy, but I never felt it suited me, so I had it changed when I became an adult. I was adopted, see? They found me abandoned on the steps of this very house. Oh, so you've moved back into your parents' old home? What? No, they never lived here. But you just said no. We used to live in that big house opposite the bank. But now it's owned by some young whippersnapper called the Wise Old Man, so I can't enjoy my retirement in full. What did you used to do? Oh, it was great. I got to travel all around the world abducting people, forcing them to play my games. Abducting people? I'm not sure I know how to talk to you. So this guy is just talking to me about random events. Is that what's happening here? Because he is a random event. You can still find him if you're playing old school. Tell me about your random friends. You know, if you've been around for a while, you've probably met a lot of them yourself. But if you're a young whippersnapper like that youngster in my old family home, I guess it won't hurt to mention a few of them. Yeah, the beekeeper. We know them all. We know them all. Freaky forestry. He tends MacGruber's wood now. Oh, wait, are they all still in the game? I wasn't paying enough attention. Frog Royals, Prince and the Princess of the Land of Frogs, they just got married. The mime has found work in Falador's party room. Okay, so he's literally just explaining where all the random events have gone. That's great, that's fun, not relevant to the quest at hand. Gotta try to remember where this witch is. You know what, she's probably over here inside of this big blue box, if I had to guess, on the map. Yeah, there she is right there, there's Aggie. Bro, why are they all stacked? Why are all these witches so good looking? Oh my gosh. Aggie, what are you up to today? How can I help you is the real question. I guess I'll talk about Swept Away. Can we talk about brooms? Of course. What can I do for you? Well, Maggie asked me to help her enchant her broom. She needs it to finish a potion that she's brewing. I was wondering if you could help me out. Of course. Maggie's an old friend, and we go back quite a ways. Now, in order to enchant the broom, we'll need a bit of spice and privacy. There's a little clearing us witches sometimes use. Would you like me to teleport you there so that we can get started? I suppose so. Yeah, let's go. Okay, hold on to your hat. Oh my goodness. She's taking me to her special clearing where we've got a lot of privacy. Whoa. Nothing but trees as far as the eye can see. So you want to talk about privacy? We are truly all alone here, Aggie, and I am at your disposal. Whoa! Where are we and what are we doing here? This is just a little place that some of us witches use on occasion. It's rather convenient for the occasional ritual or spell. Not only is it infused with a bit of magical pizzazz, but it's out of the way enough that we don't get a lot of unnecessary interruptions with whatever our hearts desire to do. Wow, all right, well, which leaves the question of what we're doing here. You want that, broom of yours enchanted, right? Yeah. Well, the best way to enchant that hunk of dead wood you've got there is to harness the power latent in this magical symbol here. Do you see that pattern of 16 lines drawn out in the sand on the ground? Yeah, no, couldn't possibly miss that, yeah. In order to enchant the broom, you need to sweep away 4 of those 16 lines such that you leave only 4 small triangles in the ground and nothing else. If you run into any trouble, let me know, and I'll reconfigure the original pattern for you. I can also teleport you back to Draenor when you're ready to leave. All right, I'll give it a try. So we just need to have what? Triangles? Well, obviously we can get rid of this one. And we can get rid of this one. And then get rid of this. How much? Did she say 4 triangles or 6 triangles? I can't remember now. Oh, I felt that down to my toes. You did it. The enchantment from the sand pattern has infused Maggie's broom. There's nothing more to do here now. Come have a chat with me when you're ready, and I'll take you back to Draenor with me. Wow. So she enchanted our broom so good we felt it in our toes. Is that what you're telling me? Get me out of here, Aggie. This is getting weird. That was impressive. Yeah, there's a lot of power in these types of magical symbols. Anything else that needs to be done here? No, the magic from the sand pattern has infused the broom, so we're ready to go back to Draenor. Would you like me to take you back now? Yes, please. Sure thing. Just hold on to your hat and... I mean, we're not wearing one. You'll be back in Draenor before you can wiggle your nose. Aggie, what are you wiggling over there, huh? What you got? Goodness me. This got intense. All right, let's get out of here. We gotta go. We can't linger here with Aggie all day. We gotta get moving on to Port Sarum. Whoo-hoo, doggy. All right. There's another witch around these parts somewhere. Probably in this house with the big square around it, and also it is a magical place. What sells magical things. So I'm gonna assume this is absolutely where we need to be. Talk to Betty. Oh my gosh, Betty has everything. I did not realize Betty was like our source for magic in this world. Look at this. We can finish out the rest of our wizard outfit if we wanted to. We can move on over to dark wizard gear. Our imphide. I mean, we probably want to make the imphide gear. Spider silk robes. What? What is all of this? Bat wings. Imp horn wand. Do I want that? Can I wield that? What do I have? I've got this. It's a tier 6. What are you? A tier 5. Objectively worse. That's a tier 10 wand, though. I don't know if I can... Info. I don't even know if I can wield that or not. Well, look, we've got to buy the gloves and we've got to buy the boots so we can at least complete our outfit here. Oh, yeah. Oh, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, no, hold on. We're not... There's a mugger in your house. I'll take care of him for you. Don't worry about it. I got this covered. I could look at the magical powers I'm able to pull off here. Look at that. Did you see them apples? Undercooked mystery meat. It finally happened. Can I eat that? Examine. It is not as well prepared. This meat will only heal 15% of your health. That's still something. All right, go trade Betty. I was going to buy more runes while I was here. Yeah, buy all of those. The concept of a wizard shield is interesting. Can we wield that? Is that a... Get me out of this menu. Can we... No, we can't. Not with the staff. But maybe with a wand? Can I wield a wand? I know that we're here for like a specific purpose, but weapons. Here we go. Okay, so we are now at level 25. So we can absolutely use the imp wand and book, as well as a spider wand and orb. Do you have a spider wand, perchance? She does have a spider wand. Buy the spider wand. Can we wield that along with a shield? Yes. But how do spider wand work, though? What do spider wand do? It probably is just used to cast spells and things. It doesn't have free rune, though, so we have to have runes. Trade Betty again. Buy water runes. Buy them all. Trade Betty again. Because now we're trying to figure out whether or not... What kind of magic armor can we wield? Well, I don't know what the T means, but Wizard Boots T sounds cool. We're not members, so... Looks like we have kind of limited options there, unless it would fall under magic equipment. Oh, it does. Okay, we can wear Batwing armor. So should we go ahead and buy that while we're here? It's probably going to be a while before we can make it, because I'm assuming that's part of, let's see, armor. I just saw it. Batwing gloves is like level 30, yeah. We're training magic right now. So like a Batwing shield, and hood, torso, legs. What does a spider orb do? Buy that as well. Okay, hold on. Johnny Ruun is having a moment right now. Johnny Ruun is figuring some things out. Let's have a look at our guy here, right? Look down here, right? At, stick that on, right? We put this on, suddenly we have more health. How does that work? Oh, it goes up even further the more of this we put on. Put on the shield. I appreciate that the blue doesn't look too garish with the rest of it, but, do we want that or do we want the shield? I actually have no idea. What is... Offhand. It counts as, I guess it does more damage. It's kind of like an offhand weapon, but for magic. In terms of defense, we're doing great against melee attackers. Neutral towards magic. Just awful against range. Just to be clear, you didn't have better gloves, did you? No, gloves and capes are not a thing we're going to be getting here. At least, no, wait, objectively, look, Batwing gloves and Batwing boots. I don't know how I missed them. No capes, though. No capes. We'll have to deal with capes ourselves at some point. That's okay. How do we look? The cape's got to go, but aside from that, that really is like the only issue, is that the cape doesn't quite fit. Look at us now, baby. Look at us now. We're ready to train magic. Trade Betty. No, I think that's all we needed to buy. Okay, trade Betty. No, stop trading Betty. Stop trading Betty. Stop. Talk to Betty.
Welcome to the Magic Emporium.
She's not quite as bad. Oh, she's still pretty bad though, dude. No, like, serious. No, dude. Wait a minute. Hold on. She's pretty bad. I talked to you about Swept Away.
I suppose that depends on the sort of enchantment you're looking for.
Well, Maggie needs her broom enchant so that she can finish the stuff she's brewing in her cauldron.
I see. She's brewing again, is she? Well, I'd be happy to help. Maggie always comes up with the most amazing brews.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Now, Maggie always likes things on the spicy side. So what I really need for this sort of enchantment is my wand. I keep it down the cellar in a locked chest. If you could retrieve the wand and bring it to me, I'd be happy to enchant Maggie's broom for you. There's just one little problem. You see, my chest is locked by highly magical means. I'd explain it to you in detail, but I haven't the time. You'll find my apprentice Lottie downstairs. Just pop down the trapdoor over there and tell her I sent you. She'll be all too happy to explain everything.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, this doesn't sound too complicated. Lottie, you say? More like la-ti-da-dee, right? You know what I'm saying? You get me? Lottie, are you a ghost? What's going on here? You're just exceptionally well lit. Lottie, you got a little something going on. I got to tell you. Oh, you know what, Lottie? Never mind. I take it back. I see now. Okay, Lottie is not our type.
So, what do you want then?
I would like to retrieve the wand, if possible. Betty sent me down here to fetch her wand, but she said there might be a small complication.
I'll say there are complications. Betty has a penchant for intricacy. You're not going to be able to get that wand until you get that chest open.
Well, that sounds simple enough. What's so complicated about opening that little chest?
Oh, the chest in which Betty stores her wand is magically sealed. I won't confuse you with the details right now, but here's the deal. That chest is simply not going to open until order has been restored to Betty's menagerie.
What do you mean? What menagerie?
Well, if you have a look around, you'll see that there are 6 separate chambers, each of which is designed to house a little critter. Each creature has an enclosure that has been made especially for it, but at the moment, several of them are out of place.
So what you're saying is that we need to put each creature in its proper enclosure in order to open the chest?
Exactly. Now, I should warn you, these are very sensitive creatures, and they don't really like each other.
What does that have to do with anything?
2 things. First, you can't carry more than 1 creature at a time. Second, you can't carry a creature through a door of a chamber which contains another creature. You'll have to move the creatures one by one. You can use the holding pin in this room to help shift them into all the right positions. One more thing I should mention, you certainly have to move the bat and the snail at all. They're already exactly where they need to be. Now, if you have any questions or want me to put the creatures back in the arrangement there and now, just let me know. Here is the magic slate. It always shows an overview of exactly who is where, and you can use it for reference if you like. It's not necessarily, but I find it helpful.
That was a very annoying voice, and I did that to myself. I made that decision. So she told me that what the bat and a couple of the other ones were fine. Okay, where the rat goes with the cheese. I know that already. Give me that rat. It's in something called the spider pen. So, yeah. What are you squeeing about? What? I don't think I should take this little guy into a room that has another creature in it. What? I'm taking it into... Oh, I see. So it can't even go in the room with the other creature. So I have to take the blackbird and put that over there, even though the blackbird's already in the right spot. And then I can go over here and get the rat out of there. I put the rat over here. And then I noticed in the reptile pen, couldn't help but notice. There's the spider that goes into the spider pen. What is down here? Is that a reptile? That is, in fact, a reptile. That is a reptile that needs to go in the reptile pen. Now we can finally move the rat into the rat pen with a giant block of cheese. And then go fetch the bird. Restore it to its rightful place. This is quite intricate. It's not that complicated. Looks like everyone is in their correct place. Now perhaps I can see if I can open that chest. Oh, she's wandering around down here. She's impatient. We didn't even ask her why she's down here. We're not going to. We don't want to be nosy about how they live their life. Did we get what we came here for? Hello? Oh, goodness. It's opened very slowly. Search? You search the chest and find Betty's wand. Did you just take it? Can you imagine? Just take off with it.
Welcome to the Magic Emporium.
I've got the wand for you.
Excellent. Let me just enchant that broom for you then. There you go. I'm sure that's just the spice that Maggie's looking for.
Many thanks. That was quick and easy. Now I believe Hetty is the last remaining, and we have, of course, already spoken to Hetty. At some point, we need to go to a bank. and do something about all of this in our inventory right now. It's a bit of a mess. It's getting messier. Hetty, my friend, my pal, my mate, I'm back. Good to see you again. Hello there. Maggie sent me to ask for your help in enchanting her broom.
Brewing up a cauldron.
You know what? We're going to start that over because I accidentally hit the button too fast.
Bring up a cauldron full of her infamous good stuff, is she? Well, of course I'll help. I think this calls for one of my specialities, my famous theurgical broom ointment. Now, I can provide you with the ointment. All you need to do is apply the ointment to the broom.
Excellent.
But first, I'll need a newt.
A newt?
Yes, a newt. Now, if you'll just pop down into my cellar.
Why do they all have cellars? Why do they all have cellars, and why is she the only one who's not bad? Oh, I'm gonna get comments. Someone's into that. That's a look that someone is into. I look at this and I don't see it, but I don't know. Now, if you just pop into my cellar, who was yelling what back there? Is that Skippy out here just yelling at people? Who the heck is Skippy? What is he doing? Why is he level 65? I have a lot of questions about Skippy. Down to the cellar, through that trap door out there. What are you yelling at? Skippy, what are you talking about?
I've had a recent delivery of newts and toads. The delivery ghoul is still here. I can't think what could be taking him so long. In any case, once the crates are unloaded, just bring me a newt from the newt crate and I'll set you up with an ointment.
Okay, will do. Do we need to go check on this guy? He's just back here shouting at the sky. Skippy! Skippy! What's going on, man? Explain yourself. What is this all about? Why are you shouting? Skippy, come here. Talk to me, Skippy. Talk to Skippy. Talk to him. Talk to Skippy. I'm trying very hard, but Skippy does not seem interested in talking to us. I don't think we can talk to Skippy. Take this, he says. All right, never mind. Is this her trapdoor that leads into her basement, or what's the situation? Oh yeah, that must be the delivery ghoul. Talk to Gus the ghoul. Hello, are you the delivery ghoul? Hetty told me that you could give me a newt for her potion.
Yes, but I'd prefer it if you called me Gus. I make deliveries for Numinous Witchery Supplies Limited. If it's a newt you're after, you can have one from one of these crates, but there's a problem.
What kind of problem?
A newty-toady sort of problem, I'm afraid. You see, the labels in the crates have somehow got mixed up. One of those crates contains just newts, one contains just toads, one contains a mixture of newts and toads. The problem is, I've put the wrong labels on all three crates. I can't remember which crate contains newts, toads, or both newts and toads.
Oh dear, that certainly sounds like quite a problem.
Indeed. Please don't tell Miss Hetty, or I'll be tomorrow's soup. The other problem is that I can't look in the crates myself. You see, I have a terrible fear of newts. Will you work out which box contains toads, which one contains newts, and which one contains both? If you could sort out the labels, I'd be happy to give you a newt to thank Miss Hetty. Is it a deal?
I mean, yes, sure.
Excellent, I'm so relieved.
So, what do we need to do in order to sort these crates out then?
Well, here's the problem. We need to figure out what is in each crate. All we know is that I put the wrong label on each and every crate. So not one crate has the correct label on it.
I mean, that sounds easy. I'll just have a look in each crate and...
No, you can't do that. We can't disturb them. Don't you know anything about magical frogs and newts? Also, we cannot waste too much stock. Miss Hetty will find out if we start taking newts and frogs out of crates as we please.
Okay, so what do you suggest?
Well, when I was cramming for my crate delivery certification exam, I remember reading about situations like this. A person can figure out exactly what is in all three crates by only taking out one item from one crate. The problem is I can't remember how to figure it out. I'm pretty sure that the key is in what I said earlier, that each and every crate has the wrong label on it. Here are 3 labels that you can paste onto each crate. If you lose your labels and want me to put things back the way they were, just let me know.
Okay, thanks, Gus. So it's like a logic puzzle. So we know that this one is wrong. It does not contain newts and frogs. So whatever we take out of here is going to be that one. That's not helpful, though. If we look in here and there's a newt... Oh, hold on. If there's a newt in here, That just means that that is definitely... Oh, no. How are we supposed to do this? We know that this is wrong. Or do we? If we check in here and there is a frog, then it's the mixed container. See what's in there. Okay, you pull out a newt. It wriggles out of your hand and back into the crate. Blah, a newt. Well, that doesn't tell us much. That just tells us that that is a newt. So that one's correct at least. So I can't check more than one. Is that what he said? No, remember what I said? We can't waste stock. One look should be enough. We wouldn't want to get Miss Hetty annoyed. All right, Gus, reset everything then, because I think I messed up. All right, let's check this one instead. Okay, we pull out a toad. So that one is definitely toads, which means that the one that says that it is toads is definitely a newt. Never mind, this is not as difficult. So the thing that I was going to do the first time is actually the correct course of action. Hooray, I do believe that you've labeled the crates correctly. Miss Hetty will be so pleased. Now you need a newt, right? Feel free to take one from the newts only crate. The other ones aren't appropriate for ointment and potions. Okay. Yeah, that is the exact logic I thought of when I first did it, and I was like, no, that's not going to work. But I should have just gone with my instincts, because yeah, that makes sense. All right, Hetty, did you manage to get the newt yet? Yes, it's right here. Excellent. I'll just take it and add a little newt slime to the ointment. That should do. Just rub this ointment to the broom. That should suit Maggie's purposes. Wonderful, thank you. Use ointment on broomstick. You smear the broom ointment onto Maggie's broom, and you feel it tingle as the enchantment permeates the wood. Where are you going, Xiu Yin? You come by and say hi? Oh, he's also trying to chase that guy down from the looks of things. Some part of Johnny Ruun longs to talk to these individuals, right? Because Armadill's tower? Staff of Armadil? Become a god? Become a god? He longs to talk to them because he longs to be like them. You know what? We're gonna keep it on for now. We're gonna keep it on for now because we have nothing else to wear. We don't have anything that matches. I wish we had a purple. Comment down below. Purple cape where? We've never talked to Wendy. Should we talk to Wendy? See what Wendy's up to?
Oh, hello.
Who are you?
Me? I'm Wendy. I'm learning the ways of witchcraft from Maggie here. She's very clever, you know, and very patient.
What are you doing?
I'm traveling with Maggie trying to learn the ways of witchcraft.
What are you learning at the moment?
I'm learning all about... hold on, let me just think. It was something really fascinating, I'm sure.
Well, don't worry about it, really.
Sorry, I can't quite recall at the moment, but I'm sure it will come back to me sooner or later.
You look a little lost. Have you seen the purple cat wandering around here? Is there supposed to be a purple cat wandering around here? Have we actually started that quest? What? Oh, hold on. You know what? This might actually be where we start the purple cat quest. Hold on. Let's not talk to her. Purple cat mini quests. Wendy. Yeah, west of Gielinor village. Never mind. I have some good news for you. Cha and how. What's that crackle in the air and that smile on your face then? And did I put it there? I visited Betty in Port Sarim, Hetty in Remington, and Aggie in Draenor, and they've all enchanted the broomstick for us. Ah, you say? Brilliant. Oh, I can't tell you how grateful I am. You're in for a treat, you are. If you just do one more thing for me. Okay, what's that then? To finish the good stuff off, we just need to give it a little good old stir with that broomstick there. It'll come out all the better if you do it, since you're the one who had it enchanted. Could you stir the good stuff in that cauldron for me? Pretty please with sweeties on top? Of course I could. Absolutely for you, Brill. Just a quick stir or two with the broom should be all it needs. Yeah, sounds easy enough. What could possibly go wrong? We about to get arrested for brewing up good stuff. Oh yeah, there's the purple cat. That should do it. What is this good stuff you're brewing up here? Don't give me that nonsense. I've stirred the cauldron for you.
I should think so, Cha. With all that added spice, that ought to be one spicy goulash. Would you like to try some?
Wait, what? Goulash? I thought you were brewing up some amazingly magical witchy potion. I thought it was drugs, to be honest with you.
Well, what witch doesn't love goulash, I ask? What could be more witchy than a big old cauldron full of spicy yumminess?
What about all the effort I went to enchant that broom?
Cha? Well, I don't think spicing something this good is easy, do you? Look, I'm so grateful for your help. Why don't you help yourself to 10 bowlfuls? Just dip a bowl in the cauldron and help yourself. But hang on to your hat. That stuff's magic after all, not to blow my own horn, but just one bowl can improve almost any aspect of your life. Here's a bowl you can use. You can also keep my broom if you'd like. Now that we've used it to infuse the brew with some good old spice, it's not much use to me. You can't do much but sweep with it at the moment. But there are other witches out there who would be happy to enchant it for you if you're interested. That's it. 10 portions of XP giving goulash. How much XP? How much are we talking about here? You fill the bowl with the goulash from the cauldron. It's going to give me an undetermined amount of XP. Now, here's the thing. There's a quest that requires that we have all the ones that we can get, like all the member skills that we can get, like topped off. So, like, if I just put that into farming, 20 XP farming, but 200... Okay, so it scales. I don't want to put it all into magic, although it would be a quick way to level up magic. What is something that's close to going anyway? I don't want to spend an exceptional amount of time thinking and overthinking this. Look, that's going to be a free level up on rune crafting. Do that. Yeah, there we go. The goulash gives you a pleasant, warm feeling. You've been awarded 50 XP in rune crafting. Level 6. We can make mist runes now if we felt so inclined. Fletching. We're very close to leveling up if we do that. So now fletching is like, I mean, we could just put a second one into fletching. By that same logic, we could just dump a bunch into like construction. We'd have to put 3 of the 10 into construction, and then it would be level 5. You know what? I'm gonna put it into ranged. And I'll tell you why I'm gonna put it into ranged. Because that way, we'll be ready to, when we go to do ranged training, we can go immediately into whatever the next tier of ranged is, right? So with ranged 20, we can get willow short bows, steel crossbows, steel darts, and javelins, and throwing axes and things. Better armor if we're in Daemonheim. There's a lot of stuff opened up to us now that we've gotten that up to 20. And then we're going to put 2 into prayer, because if we put 2 into prayer, that'll level up as well. And with prayer 27, we get mystic lore and supercharge. And you might be wondering, do we need those? I don't know. Where even are they? Increase your magic strength and increase your magic attack rating. Nice. And then yeah, do fletching, because that'll level it up, I think. No, am I wrong? What did I look at over here that made me think fletching was about? Oh no, that's it. Yeah, no, it did go. Okay, that was weird, odd delay, but okay. Look at that. We can do another cooking, and then we can do one more. Is this our last one, I think? Put it into cooking as well. Level cooking up to 35, which is big and exciting. It's one of the requirements for missing my mummy. Plain pizzas we can make. We can make wine now if you felt so inclined. How many more of these have we got? Yeah, you know what? Put it towards magic. Who cares? That's it. That's all 10 bowls of goulash from Swept Away. There's Shuiyan. How you like that? And there's Swept Away completed. That was quite the ordeal. It really actually wasn't an ordeal at all, though. I don't know why I'm saying that, as if it was nothing. It was nothing. Let's tuck away all of this gear. We'll figure out what we can do with that broom later on. Now we need to go level up magic. We gotta go level up magic. We probably need some more food. Bring some sardines or something. That ought to be fine. The other training location that was recommended for melee, besides hobgoblins, and I know this is magic, it's a different thing, but the other location that was recommended was in the catacombs. And I figured since we didn't do that earlier, now might be a good time. Haven't been down here since the first video, folks. Think about how long that's been. It's a lifetime ago now, and we were on a much busier world, so there was a lot going on down here. Of course, a lot's changed since then. We're a much higher level. We're much more prepared, much more familiar with the game. I see the next statue that we can collect, and now we know... Oh, okay, actually, we can see all the way to the end of this place now. I reckon we could probably collect all of these while we're down here. These skeletons, these level 15 skeletons, they don't scare me. I ain't afraid of no skeleton. Yeah, take that statue. Who am I fighting? Come here, you. So if I just start spam clicking this, will I cast it? Oh, it really wants me to cast an earth spell, but I don't have what I need for that. I was gonna say, I can really only cast the water bolts. And I have to like spam click this button to make sure it happens. Yeah, I'm not really sure if I need to do that though. Like, I feel like we get the magic XP regardless of what we use to kill it. Yeah, get that stuff off the ground. Mask parts, that's fun. I can't remember if the skeletons were what I was told to fight. Maybe. Archers. Whoa, no, 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 no. We are literally the exact opposite of someone who should be doing combat with an archer right now. We do now have what it takes to do an earth spell if we wanted to real quick. Did we do one? Hold on. Do that like right now. Ability not ready yet. Yeah, but will you do it when it's ready? Okay. Boom. Do it. It doesn't look like it's doing it. Do it. Just spam click it. Spam click it until it does it. It looks like it's doing it now.
Yeah, I'm running out of earth runes now, but it did actually do it. All right, I guess we'll just do this until we level up. I had to come up here to do some banking, get rid of some stuff, and I saw the legendary punk tips. And I didn't get the recording started fast enough, but you found one of the urns, absolutely. I'll sell you the statuette for 200 coins. It's not that great, is it? It's not really that great, doesn't sell all that well. No, I'm out of bank space. Oh! All right, I gave him $12. I'm not happy about it, but I gave him 12 bucks. Give me that. Buy me that right now. Yay! He spelled $12. It's a free. At this point, I've gotten an immense amount of joy and fun out of an otherwise free game, and I now have, instead of 180, 230 bank slots. I'm not all that mad. I figured out what these do now. It turns out if you have these in your inventory when you do the collection task, like that'll give you. I have 3 of them, so for every copper I get, I'll get an additional copper. For up to 3, right? That's pretty cool. Well, I'm gonna leave all these behind, take all these with me. Because even if they're a lower level attack, this is what they're weak to. Oh, I can set it as main hand or offhand. I can set it up as both. Or I can alternate between them. I can do just air, or I can do air and earth. I'm learning a lot right now. I love that feeling of learning new things with this game. It's delightful. Yeah, look at this. Look at this just pure, raw, absurd damage we're doing right now. And understand that soon, very soon, we will be level 30. And at level 29, we can actually step up to the better version. We can do the earth bolt. It's level 29. Okay, so now we got to go in here and we got to swap out to auto casting that. Can we? Hello? Auto cast? It's not asking me. Hello? Hello? There we go. Set as main hand, and then also. Okay, maybe I just click on it once. Set as main and offhand. And then now it should go. Yeah. Okay, that seemed more complicated than it was. I made it complicated for no reason. That's on me. I only just remembered to drag that down here. I'm not sure if it's necessary to do that, but I realized that this wasn't happening before I did that, and these weren't being consumed, and now they are. So I don't know. Maybe that's all just some kind of wacky coincidence. Couldn't tell ya. Level 30 magic! Look at us go. Isn't it a beautiful sight to behold? Let's have a look at what that's done. So also along the way, along this grind, we got 37 constitution. We got level 33 defense, which means we can now get body armor from Elemental Workshop 3 if we were members. You now have all the levels you need for Beneath Cursed Tides. Level 30 magic is one of the requirements for Evil Dave's Big Day Out. We can now cast Earth Bolt. Well, that was already a thing that we could do. Arcane Pulse Necklace. If we had 30 Dungeoneering, we don't. Air Staff and Daemonheim. We like Daemonheim. Bat, Wand, and Book. Do I not already have those? No, these are Spider Wand and Spider Orb. So we can get the Bat Wand and the Bat Book now. Oh, we're gonna go look into that. Hold on just a second. We're gonna go do a little investigation real quick. Get ready, best song's about to kick in. There it is. Bat Wand, Bat Book. Buy that. Buy that. Equip both of those. I guess they're both marginally better than what we had. Who might give us a little wave there, Johnny Ruun? I appreciate that. Why don't you give us a little cheer? Yeah, that's great. Why don't you jump for joy? What a guy. Look how excited he is. Give us a little hi-ya, or whatever that is. It's a beckon, apparently. Now, Johnny Ruun, why don't you tell everyone thanks for watching? God bless you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye!